Hi there. We are here for our last edition of Out of My Mind. This is chapters 20 and 21. This is going to be the end of our book. Here we go. The next Monday, it was time to go back to school. Penny was still in the hospital, but she was doing better and would be able to come home soon. Everyone at school had heard about what happened to Penny. I gave Catherine the thank you card I had written for her. She hugged me and said thank you. She told me she was proud of me for trying to stop my mom from backing the car up. She told me all of my yelling and screaming made mom slow down to try to find out what was wrong. She asked me if I wanted to talk about what happened with the quiz team leaving for the competition without me. I shook my head no. Maria came up and hugged me and said, "You did good, Melly Belly, real good." I wished I could hug her back, but I used my talker to say thank you. Mrs. Shannon asked me if I wanted to go to my inclusion classes today. I used my talker to say yes. I wasn't going to hide from everyone. Melody didn't let the mean kids upset her anymore. Catherine and I got to Mr. Dimming's class. There was a small trophy on his desk. Everyone was quiet. "Hi, Melody," Mr. Dimming said. He looked nervous. I used my talker to say, "Why did you leave me?" Everyone was quiet. Then Rose stood up. "We didn't mean to leave you, Melody," she said. "We went to breakfast early that morning." I typed on my talker, "Why didn't anyone ask me to come to breakfast?" Claire said, "We thought you would slow us down because you have to be fed. We wanted to get there on time." I said with my talker, "You threw up, Claire. No one loved you." Melody didn't let the mean kids upset her anymore. Claire looked down at her desk. Connor said, "After breakfast, we got to the airport and they told us our flight was canceled because of the snowstorm. But if we hurried up, we could get a different flight to get there on time." "Nobody thought about me?" I asked on my talker. Mr. Dimming said, "I knew Rose had your number, so I asked her to call and tell you." Everyone looked at Rose. Rose said, "I picked up my phone to call you, but everyone on the team knew you wouldn't have gotten there on time before the plane left." Mr. Dimming said, "I'm so sorry, Melody." Rose started crying. Connor picked up the small ninth place trophy they won and gave it to me. "The team wants you to have this because we are sorry about what we did," he said. The trophy was small and didn't look nice at all. I looked at it and started to laugh. Then I knocked the trophy on the floor and it broke. The class looked at me. When they saw I wasn't going to get mad at them, everyone laughed a little with me too. I used my talker to type, "I don't want the trophy." Then I rolled my wheelchair out of the classroom. Melody didn't let the mean kids upset her anymore. Chapter 21. Fifth grade is hard for most kids. There's a lot of homework. You wonder if everyone likes you. You want to make sure you wear the right clothes. All of these things are hard for me, but I also have things that are hard that most kids don't have to think about. I have to work hard to make people know what I want. I worry about what I look like and if I will have friends. Things are hard for Melody, but she keeps trying. Penny came home from the hospital and is doing better. I'm so happy she would be okay. Today in Miss Gordon's class, we are writing an autobiography project. We have to write a story about our life. I have a lot to say, and it will take me a long time to type it. Use my talker to start typing my story. Words. There are words all around me every day. Words like tickle, sneeze, wish, and worry. In my head are so many words. There are ideas, smart things to say, jokes, love songs. Ever since I was really little, I loved hearing words. They sounded sweet to me, like I could drink them up like lemonade. I could almost taste them. My parents have always spent a lot of time talking to me. My father sang to me, my mother whispered in my ear. I kept and remembered all of the words my parents said to me. I know so many words and what they mean, but only in my head. I have never said one single word. I am almost 11 years old. The end. I hope you have enjoyed reading this adapted novel or listening along at home. Like always, there is a link in the description for this video to the comprehension questions for these two chapters.